Welcome back to The Vine. If you are a big country music fan, you're going to love this. I know you're familiar with this morning's guest, Grammy award-winning artist Suzy Boggus. We are so glad to have you here on The Vine.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me get the word out. I love it over there. We don't get to play there as much as I'd like to.
Well, we're excited that you're coming back to Central Arkansas. You're going to be at the University of Central Arkansas soon for a big show. And first of all, just talking about your career, it has spanned multiple decades. You're still putting out great music. You've done just about every genre too. I mean, you've just got your hands in everything.
Yeah, there's a really beautiful word, eclectic, that I really prefer, but I hear a lot at least from my family, more like scattered.
Oh, eclectic sounds a lot more elegant.
Yes, I like eclectic much more.
Yeah, so talk about some of the work that you've been doing lately.
Well, when we were sort of staying home a lot during that one particular time we don't talk about anymore, I was really busy. I started a kind of a little group chat thing. I started a live stream that I did for 4 years solid. Every Wednesday I did Wind Down Wednesday.
Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Hi, everybody. I'm having a little Italian rib today.
Sounds like my kind of Wednesday.
Well, I mean, it is Wednesday and you need that. Just, a little wind down.
To get through the week, yeah.
So that's a half an hour thing. And now I just do it once a month because I'm on the road so much. But back then, we kind of needed something to do. And it was a great adventure.
Yeah.
Also made a brand new record while I was down in that time, and for the first time in all the years I've been making records, I got to write every single song. So that was kind of fun.
That is exciting. Yeah, no,
yeah,
it was,
it's like, in fact, Little Rock actually plays a big part in why I did this album.
Really? Well, how does that, tell us about that.
Okay, so right before, we all got locked in our homes for a while, we had been playing a lot in, sort of in your neck of the woods, you know? And we played in Memphis, and then we played in Little Rock, and there were just some things I grew up on the Mississippi River myself, and there was just something about it that was just haunting me in my heart and everything, just how related I am to that vicinity, even though I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in Illinois. And it found its way into a lot of these songs. There's one song called Sunday Birmingham.
Sunday Birmingham, on a one-night stand, I could still make sunrise home in Tennessee. Head down and folded hands, Sunday Birmingham.
That is just a 24-hour period around a one-night stand that we did on the road, and it just, I don't know how to explain it to you, except that it's got a little southerny vibe, and it's got a little bluesy vibe.
Kind of that Delta sound.
A little bit, yes, and it's a little more gritty than some of my other records because we went in the studio here at my house and we really just kind of went through the songs and recorded them. We didn't do as much of the after production that I usually do on my records, and it turned out to be, those little bit of flaws and things in the record kind of turned out to be interesting, and instead of polishing it up till it was, all super shiny. I just kind of think it's kind of a neat record for me.
That is so great. And I know people are going to enjoy that just like they have so many of your iconic hits, Outbound Plane,
It's gonna catch that outbound plane.
Letting Go.
There's nothing in her way now, letting go.
Your music, it's been a part of the soundtrack of so many lives. Is there a particular song in your catalog that you feel like people just love to hear at your shows? Like it's this song?
It's funny, it's changed a little bit through the years, but now that, 90s thing is kind of back in fashion again, I find that the phones come out for recording whenever I do Someday Soon.
Someday soon, going with him someday soon.
that song seems to speak to a lot of people. And I think too that particular song, it's so kind of nostalgic because it's got a cowboy vibe to it, but it also is timeless because it's about, a boyfriend that was in the service and that kind of thing. I think there's something about it that just speaks to a lot of people.
It's interesting too, a whole new audience a younger audience and generation has found the 90s country music and their fans, and that has to be really fun to see.
It's great. I'm loving it because, it's like at a certain point you kind of wondered, are my fans just going to dwindle off? And it's been so fun to look out there and see younger faces and just, I don't know, it's just, they sing along. They're really into it. They get excited. It's fun.
And we'll get to see you on stage here. Tell me a little bit about the show, An Evening with Suzy Bogguss.
Okay, so this is one thing that I've been doing for about, I don't know, maybe 12 to 15 years. I don't carry drums anymore. I have a trio, and we make a lot of music. Great singers, great musicians, and I carry the rhythm with my guitar. And it just, I don't know, in a lot of rooms, it kind of plays better.
Right.
Because when you have a room that's acoustically set up for concerts, like in a college like this, you end up with less of the clutter or the reverby kind of stuff that kicks back from drums.
Yeah.
I love drums, but I've just really found that an upright bass gives me all the oomph I need from a kick drum, and then my guitar is the snare. So, and then I have a wonderful lead player that he's a young man that's just a great musician.
Right. So it sounds like a more intimate experience. You really kind of break it down. People can hear your vocals. They can really hone into to the music and what you're singing about.
Yeah, that's true. And also, because a lot of folks that come have been 90s fans for a long time, so they know a lot of the songs, and I always invite them to sing along. During that time in the 90s, we were doing a lot of tribute albums too.
Right.
So I've got a little medley in there of songs that I got to record I got to sing with Kathy Mattea and Alison Krauss on a Crosby, Stills and Nash song. I got to sing with Ray Benson from Asleep at the Wheel. I got to do something with Chet Atkins, like a Beatles song, and Eagles, things like that. And everybody can sing along with those songs because they know them.
That is great. Well, the show is on Sunday, April 13th. We're excited to have you back here in Central Arkansas, and so glad that we were able to influence you a little bit when it comes to the new music. We can't wait to see the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it.